Do I have everybody's attention now? Burn it down!
This is the In My House Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Finally, The Rock has come back home.
Scotty Villa brings you your new favorite pro wrestling podcast.
There is nothing you could do that is more dangerous than wrestling CM Punk.
He's got the latest in covering all of the major promotions in professional wrestling.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Breaking news and hot topics, he's covering everything from Monday night till Sunday night's main event.
I'm the hottest thing in professional wrestling. I'm Dr. Britt Baker.
And we never forget to go old school.
I was rowdy before rowdy was cool.
From the golden era
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object
to the attitude era.
And if you're not done with that, then he's got 2 words for you.
To the revolution.
It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to undeniable.
And everything in between.
Super kick, hot tag!
This is your pro wrestling podcast. This is In My House.
Give me a hell yeah.
Welcome everyone to the In My House Pro Wrestling Podcast. It is Scotty Villa. It is Monday Night Mike. It is
Tom?
Commonwealth.
Ah, that fuck's still on vacation.
Fuck, man.
Especially with what we're going over today. He wants to be on a vacation.
Right?
We're talking AAA, and he wants to be on vacation. Man, oh man.
Yeah, we're talking straight up Lucha Libre happening, and it's taking over the world, Mike. Yeah, if you haven't guessed, we're going to be talking about the Mask versus Mask, El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano from AAA's. I don't know the name of the show that it was.
Noche de los Grandes.
Oh, you said it way better than I did. I was going to say something about iguanas and guacamole. I have no idea.
No iguanas.
I heard he was in the crowd. I didn't watch the full show, but I did hear like they had him in the crowd, which is
where he should be, out of the ring.
Dude, let's get right into it. No pleasantries, no nothing. Let's get into it. Mask versus Mask took over the wrestling weekend this past weekend with OG Grande versus today's Grande.
Scott,
Mike,
this thing was incredible. This thing truly is match of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I won't have anyone else be like, yeah, it wasn't that good. I'm like, you're on fucking drugs.
Yeah,
like this thing, I think in-ring storytelling is something that kind of like lacks, and even in the Fed, like I've kind of felt that way a little bit. This thing was unreal.
Dude,
It was like grip the entire time. Like I obviously don't follow AAA. Our listening audience knows that. But everyone like literally waking up, it's like, gotta watch Mask versus Mask. Like internet's blowing up. I'm like, shit, okay. So I'm laying in bed. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put it on. And boy, what a ride.
Dude, from the second that that video package started, the comic book style. Dude.
WWE, how pissed are you that the video package before Mask versus Mask was that good? Scott, I want to talk about the entrances because they were also fucking incredible. Like, the overall presentation, like before the match, I'm like, oh shit! If this match is anything as good as this build up and the entrances, this thing's gonna be special. Spoiler alert: that match was as good as everything they showed before. There's some things to take away here outside of it, like, you know, there's color in this match and like a good amount. Like it was a bloody affair. Mm-hmm. The selling of the masks, right? Like it's such an important thing in Lucha Libre, but they did such a good job of selling those mask moments. It is unreal. Like I'm gripped. I'm like, oh, could this be it?
It's twofold, right? Like, oh, he's ripping the mask off, but at the same time, like the hardcore fucking marks that we are, we're like, well, don't pull too hard. You're gonna pull the mask off. What are you doing?
Yeah. I think it's also crazy too, like for a match where everybody knows who's under the masks. Like this still hits so good where you're like, oh, you don't want to see it happen, obviously, because like it saved Ludwig Kaiser's career. Like there is no more Ludwig Kaiser. There is only El Grande Americano.
Which is just the wildest thing. And I know I'm going to be speaking something that everybody knows, but like he's a German fellow that's playing an American that's playing a Mexican luchador. Right? Like it's
the most wrestling thing I've seen in a long time.
The best thing is that the AAA fans, the Mexican wrestling fans, have fully embraced it. It definitely helps that Ludwig Kaiser speaks the language pretty fucking fluently.
Yeah, that
he's
helps.
Embraced him, right? Compared to when this character was originally brought in as one of the most racist characters you've seen in this generation.
Oh, it's a Vince McMahon era caricature, that's for sure.
Exactly, right? So the fact that this was able to be spun into an awesome storyline, an awesome feud with a WrestleMania worthy blow-off match that went almost like it was like an hour long between like entrances and everything. Like it was a full on wild adventure. At the very beginning when they were just brawling, I'm like, man, don't just give me this. But then I hated myself for thinking that because it built and built and built. And then you got the blood and the mask pulling and then just more like fighting and trying to win. And then it just kept building up from there.
Some of the best selling I've seen in a while. Kaiser really showed out, man. Like really sold being the underdog the entire time. Like really, and it's weird in this day and age, right? Like to buy into a story that heavily in professional wrestling in the internet era. It's insane the work they did. I mean, they're both incredible. Like I'm going to get into Chad Gable, but
dude, you're right. You're 100%.
Crowd who is just so in.
Everyone's talking about Chad Gable, as they should be. But man, not enough people are talking about what Ludwig Kaiser did with his part of the match, with his half of the match, with what he's done with this character to be the biggest babyface in AAA.
Became a megastar. Like if you were ever waiting for your calling, like you're like, when's it gonna happen for me? Like I was, just like
Gunther's sidekick.
That's it. And like not even a great one at that. Right? Like you're the guy who's gonna go out and lose. That's your job. You're the bad guy. You're the part of this bad guy team that loses. This is just how it goes. Here, he's just built himself into a megastar. Also, like you want it, all the people like claiming too, it's like Undertaker Booker of the Year. And you're like, well, I mean, you did happen to hit a home run, right? Like I haven't watched the entire show, but there's no way anything on that card lived up to what they ended with.
Well, from what I've read, the entire show was fantastic. Like apparently the entire show was like WWE pay-per-view quality level matches where everything was a go. You talked about Undertaker being, everyone's calling him Booker of the Year. He's also got guys like Jeremy Borash, Conan. Like he's got guys around him that really, really know the business as well. I'm not taking anything away from Undertaker in his mind because he's the fucking Undertaker. He's been around long enough to get all the praise in the world, and he's the yes or no guy as well. He's like, yes, we're going with this, or no, we're going with that. And yeah, I think that whole team deserves so much love.
Man, is it true to that Pete Dunne was producer of that match?
Yes. So that's what the dirt sheets are reporting.
Yeah. I mean, if so, real bright career behind the scenes.
Well, he's doing it in the Fed too. Like he's a producer as well as an on-air talent. When I see these tweets about, so-and-so's a producer, I truly, truly do want to know, even though I don't really, because I don't like all the magic being spoiled, but like, okay, Pete Dunne's the producer of this match. What does that mean? Does that mean he laid out what, once you found out the finish? Is he working with everybody?
With the talent from what, we see from like all the behind the scenes stuff. Like you're in the mix. Yeah. Like talent knows what they're capable of. You can't tell a talent. They're like, and then you should do this. They're like, I can't do that. This isn't this isn't a shooting star press Brock Lesnar moment. Like, this is two guys where it's like, yeah, I think we can do this like that. Although I will say, maybe do a different move or move that table for that table spot.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the Scotty Via nitpick in me was just like, well, Gable didn't go through that table. but like outside of that, like this thing was just it to be gripped by a story like this, and it's a great end finally
Yes.
to the multiple El Grandes. Like it's a perfect spot to be where it's just like, okay, Kaiser, you're not leaving AAA. Like you have a job, and it is to now kind of carry that brand.
You're
And
the
they're
baby
okay.
face.
And obviously the fans are behind it. Like they are all on board with you being the face. So now the next step is like you got to be the champion.
Well, and that brings up Dirty Dom is the champion for AAA. He's the El Mega Campeon. I believe that's how you say it. How they say it anyway. So and Triple Mania is coming up in September, beginning of September, first 2-night Triple Mania, I believe. So common sense says you build Kaiser up to that match. You start
100%.
that feud with Dom right away. I do wonder though, like if AAA regulars are just like, fuck, man, the Fed comes in and now it's just Fed guys getting the main events. But with the reaction that happened with this match and this show, you kind of just have to go, yeah, I get it. I get it.
I don't think the fans made it pretty clear.
Yes.
They're down. They're stoked that this is happening.
This match was so talked about and so over the weekend. They put it at the end of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. If you go to Monday Night Raw on Netflix for this week, it's a 3.5-hour show because they put on the mask versus mask match at the end of Raw. And they teased it throughout Raw. Don't go anywhere. As soon as Raw's done, you'll see the match that everyone's talking about.
I'm gonna check the YouTube numbers, but it's over 2 million views.
Yeah.
Like I'm checking right now, like just to get that.
Well, dude, you and I boys basically did the same thing Sunday morning. Fuck, man, I need to see this match. I wasn't able to watch it live, but everyone's talking about it, which is fantastic. So I did read an awesome tweet the next day on the Sunday talking about, because everyone's talking about like you got to get the championship on El Grande Americano now. Like that fan base is definitely there. And if you get them up against Dominic Mysterio, who I don't know if the Judgment Day is involved with the AAA Dominic version as well. I don't know. But if you can get at some point Dom and whoever his buddies are in AAA to beat down and continue to beat down El Grande Americano to the point where Chad Gable comes out to save him, roof is just blown off.
And it showed by the end of the match, right? Like for those who haven't watched it, tough break. Like we're talking about it. It's out there. You have easily can obtain this match by going to YouTube and watching it.
We're putting the show out late. You've had plenty of time.
I think Chad Gable's speech, right, also put him over.
Yes.
It put him over huge to be like, I can come back and work here. Like I can do this. Now, however, as much as I'm with you, it's a good way to get Chad Gable in there and like use him in AAA. Chad Gable needs to get back up into the main roster and finally be the fucking star that Chad Gable is.
That's a great point. Mike, how do you book Chad Gable next? Because he wasn't on Raw this week. It was just the match what we saw. So we have, as of this recording, we still have SmackDown and then Raw next week. And he was a Raw guy, so he could show up on SmackDown, but he was a Raw guy.
It's weird because like my concern is like with the pictures when we get to Clash Italy, we'll go to it, right? Like there's only so many spots in the mid card where they do things with that are actually interesting. It's usually not, unfortunately. But I feel like the Fed's gonna fuck it up and just get him right back with Alpha Academy like nothing ever happened. To like play up that bit, right? And I'm just like, we don't have to do that. Like now it's time. I think if anything, he goes against Penta proper. We get that window where he comes and he's like, I couldn't do it with the mask, but I can do it. I can do it now.
See, I'm kind of thinking the same way. I'm really hoping that when he comes back to WWE, which better be within the next 7 days of this recording, better be. And when he does, you show that video package again right before he comes out. Because if it's a hot crowd, they will chant, "This is awesome. You deserve it." All that fun stuff, right? He can come out and cut a great babyface promo, but then say, "I'm locking the fuck in. I'm going after that Intercontinental Championship." And like you said, face Penta for real without all the goofiness around it. Because it is very interesting that if he does come back to Raw and go after that Intercontinental Championship, it is against the Luchador, which just it's so perfect, right? It all fits. It all fits. But if he goes to SmackDown, you can really build up that mid card again with you got Ricky Saints, you got Trick Williams, you got Dragunov, you've got Carmelo, and you've got Gable, who is the veteran of all of those guys that could be like, I'm going to show you kids how to do it. I fucking hate open challenges, Mike. I don't like it anymore.
Well, it's a lot. It's been a lot.
But if Gable came out and did the Gable Invitational, even just change the wording, I think I'd be okay with it as long as there was a payoff at the end. Because unfortunately, the main event scenes are too jammed up on the main roster on both shows. So it's not the best place to get him in. But when he comes back and he's in that mid card, upper mid card,
he's back.
It will be a fantastic mid card, upper mid card, maybe even elevating. Could you imagine a match with Chad Gable and Roman Reigns just for like the main event of Raw, just to see where Gable's at? That would elevate Gable so much.
I mean, he ain't working Raw against Roman.
If the
Roman
crowd's
Reigns
hot
wrestling
enough,
on Monday Night Raw.
if the crowd's hot enough, you got to kind of do something. But I do agree. It's a long shot, but he's got the momentum right now. Put him in Money in the Bank.
I think it's like you kind of earn. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that's a great Money in the Bank winner. It probably won't be him with that roster.
Yeah,
which is fucking terrible because the momentum you're riding. You have to hit it right now. Like you can't wait too long, right? Because Kaiser's going to be fine staying in AAA. Like everything is hunky dory for like El Grande Americano, but Chad Gable now is who you're going to elevate. Like if you're creative, you're just like, we have it. We've always had it, and we've ball dropped for so long. Now's the time.
Now's the time to really pull the trigger on. We always thought that the Alpha Academy or whatever the fuck it was going to be kind of like a newer version of Team Angle.
Yeah.
Do it now because the Creed brothers can go, and you've got Chad Gable there with all the momentum, and he can fucking go. Do it now.
I think if anything too, it's like we need to maybe get away from him being the Kurt Angle wannabe. Like now it's great now where you're just like Chad Gable can finally become Chad Gable.
True. That's true.
And I think like hopefully creative has a plan because I'd be blown away if they just let that go by the wayside and they're like, well, thanks for showing up in Mexico, but we got nothing for you here. Like fuck off.
Yeah.
You're dropping the ball. But it was incredible. Everyone, it's on YouTube. You can go check out the main event. I mean, or like Scotty said, if you watch Monday Night Raw on Netflix, you'll have the ability to watch it there too. It is truly something special. It'll be hard pressed to see if something beats it.
I really was here for a reason more than just wrestling.
The fans liked believing Hulk was Superman.
Is it art? Is it fakery? What is it?
Most of us think of Hulk Hogan as the king of the ring. But was there a sinister side to his success?
Maybe I was drunk, maybe I was hot. I don't know what to tell you. Really want me to tell the truth? Okay. You know, I know where all the bodies are buried. The legend of Hulk Hogan will live forever.
Because I'll tell you what, Scott, we're going to talk about Clash in Italy and nothing there. Top mask versus mask.
No.
And you know what? I say that like I'm about to shit on Clash in Italy. I'm not. Clash in Italy did its job to get you ready for the biggest party in the summer. That's exactly what Clash in Italy did. It's the stepping stone. There is some stuff I'm upset about, but let's get to it. Let's get right into it. The opener. Shocking to everyone. Not to us, of course. We knew who was opening. No problem. It was the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Gunther, also known as the greatest hits of both of these guys.
Yeah.
So, you've seen these guys before, and boy, they did the things they are known to do, and they did it against each other.
So I'm watching this match, and I believe I text the group chat saying, "Oh, the boys put on their working boots tonight. Like these guys are going." Like in the first 4 or 5 minutes, I'm like, "Fucking, I'm in." And then a couple minutes later, I'm like, "Are they going to the finish already?
Yeah.
Fuck is going on here?" And then it ended about 4 minutes later.
It's upsetting because this is my only loss, I think, on the card.
Yeah.
It was my only missed pick. Tom's the one who got it right.
Yes, he did. Tom did very well this week. Very well.
What do you mean very well? He just got this one. We all picked correctly, except this match for you and I. You said it best. The foot under the rope. This is the beginning. They see it as the program.
Yeah.
I think the big bad is getting it at SummerSlam. I do. It should have been here, but I do think Gunther's getting the victory at SummerSlam. I do.
I think it could be before someone. It could be at whatever the Saudi show is at the end of the month. Is it Clash of the Champions or King of the Ring?
But I don't want another big Cody win at an event like that, right? You've seen those a lot. I think it's better for the Gunther, the big bad, to win at the big event.
Yeah,
like,
I'm good with that.
Because especially here, right? Like we were in the boat talking about it last week where we're like, man, Gunther really needs to fucking win. Like you've done all this work to get Gunther to where he is and to have him go, but like, okay, foot under the rope. There was the schmoz. Like there's good heat there. I think Gunther sold that well.
Yeah.
Like
it wasn't even just pure madness. It was confusion too, right? Like Gunther's like, what's happening? My foot was under the rope, to the point where I was like, and they had a bad camera. I go, so I didn't see it in real time when it first happened. I'm like, why is Gunther even pissed off? And then they finally showed the replay. I'm like, oh, I like this. This is good.
It is a program that it screams main event because of who's in it. So I think it's good to keep this building. Like Gunther's going to beat down Cody quite a bit. Like I think Cody needs to lose it at the big one. Like I think that that crowd in Italy too wanted Gunther.
Yes, yeah, they
like,
did.
So, but I mean, like I think that's like the Euro crowd, right? Like they're invested in Gunther because he's one of ours. Like
yeah.
But I think Cody fatigue is real, and it's okay. Like I think Cody losing at the big one, getting Cody to chase again after a little time away, is going to be good for Cody Rhodes. Like it'd also be good for Cody. But it was a good opener. Next up, we had the WWE Women's Championship match: Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. Basically ran it back. I thought this was just under what had happened at WrestleMania. Like it was just under for me, performance-wise. I think Jade is getting there. Like, I think this is the stride. Maybe I think you've said it before that Rhea's maybe a good opponent to bring that out of Jade.
Yeah.
Little hesitation in the beginning I found from Jade. Like, it really felt like the Jade of old where it's like, okay, like, let me get my bearings straight. When she did, I thought it worked really well. It was, again, just under what I thought of WrestleMania, which I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
That match at WrestleMania. I did like this too. I didn't walk away feeling like cheated. I think the cool part is that it's the match I'm excited for because I think this opponent will need it too, is Jade versus Charlotte. And
that's what we're all waiting for.
And I think Charlotte needs to get back in that fighting mode too.
Yeah, I agree. I'm loving what she's been doing with Alexa. I like the fact that it wasn't a perfect pairing off the start, but now it's built up to this. They've had their tag team championship opportunities, and that seems to be like on hold a little bit because they've lost. So yeah, it's time to get back to. They don't have to break up as a tag team or being friends, but Charlotte needs those big money matches again, and it could be against Jade, which I think Charlotte will do even more for Jade compared to what Rhea did. Rhea brought out so much in Jade, and I think Charlotte can do even more. I wouldn't mind seeing a triple threat. I like Jade's improvements. I really enjoyed the WrestleMania match. I think I texted after this match. I said, I think this is Jade's best match. Even though the little hesitations at the beginning or near the end when Rhea's trying to get up for the Razor's Edge and it's just not working. It looked sloppy, but it looked painful and impactful. that stuff will come with time and with reps. The return of house shows will definitely help with that.
I think so too.
So yeah.
But again, it's good you say it's best. I thought she looked better at WrestleMania. Personally, I think overall our takeaway here is that this was a good time. Like it did the job it needed to do.
And Rhea Ripley is just Rhea fucking Ripley. She's a fucking megastar. I don't like the fact that they haven't pushed her as a megastar as much late, but I think that's changing.
Next up, Scott, it's a hot button topic. It's the Beast, Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. Scott, I don't know why the internet. I don't know why the internet's so butthurt about this. I think they did what I wanted them to do, and yeah, sure, best of 3, pretty predictable.
Mm-hmm.
Be fucking stoked. You're getting this at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Fuck off with this. Oh, it was predictable. You knew someone was going to get unmasked at the fucking mask versus mask. That's predictable. Fuck off. I hate that shit. If it's great story and it's a great match, you're fine. I loved this. Absolutely loved it. I love that Brock jumped him right off the back. Did one of us say something like that on last week's episode where Brock has to do something underhanded to just get the upper hand? I want to say you said that, but he jumps the gun, starts hitting F5s left and right. Oba's selling him great, but and also just like, well, this isn't going to finish me off. Like, got to do a lot more than that. I find it interesting, Mike, that years ago when Brock started becoming the Beast, it was suplexes that was killing guys over and over. But to take down Oba Femi, he has to use F5s. That's how I'm looking at it. And sure, it took 7 or 8 plus 1 through the table, but that's because Oba Femi's a fucking beast himself.
It's because Oba Femi's Oba Femi, guys. You can't. If you thought Brock was gonna come and squash Oba,
no, not
Brock was gonna be physical, like very physical, and he did that. But like, you needed to keep momentum for Oba still. He's our guy. Let's get real. That entrance. I saw, what was someone's tweet? They're like, Italy got the assignment for his entrance. And I was just like, yeah, like his entrance is incredible. Like that's a professional wrestler. Like Oba is the future and they know it. But I think like we are lining up now to be Brock's career on the line at SummerSlam. Like it is all falling into place. The dominoes have now started to fall. What better place to end in the hometown? It has to be, Scott. Because after this, like, who do I want to see Brock wrestle? That list is now outside of Gunther.
And I just feel like that's not happening anymore.
I don't think so either, because they looked at it and they're like, well, Gunther got the retiring of Cena and Goldberg and AJ Styles. And like, we've done a lot for Gunther. It's what we need to do for Oba Femi in the future. And I think this is the way to go. I think Brock is probably more excited that it's an Oba Femi.
Absolutely. It's someone his size that he could pass the Beast style torch to, if I may.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Like, I'm sure at some point there was like, well, maybe this is what we do with Braun Breaker. Does Braun Breaker go up against Brock at some point? But then Oba Femi comes out and he's just working so well on the main roster. And I think things were probably set in stone when they went face to face at the Rumble. Inside that match, in the Rumble match, the crowd fucking erupted when those guys went face to face. I think everything got set in stone there. I enjoyed this quite a bit. I'm a big Brock fan. I fucking love Oba Femi. This is such a fun rise to watch. I'm super into it. So I loved it. And Brock saying 1 + 1, bitch, we're going to go again.
Yeah, exactly. Like we knew last week where we were picturing this going, and obviously creative was on the same page because you want to sell tickets for the biggest party of the summer.
Yeah.
And also Braun Breaker can't fight Brock Lesnar. He'll just get hurt again.
Man, what the fuck's going on with him? Stop rushing. Guys, don't rush back. Take your time, get healthy, and then come back.
Drink a glass of milk? Fuck, what do you want me to say? I don't know. Moving on, Scott. We're at the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. I think the worst match of the night, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I don't know what it is. Again, I don't like giving Becky Lynch any props. I don't, because it's this podcast and we hate majority of things.
Yep.
But you can't say Becky Lynch doesn't do the job, because Becky Lynch has been doing the job. and really being a team player. I don't think this is the best Sol Ruka's looked. I felt a lot of this looked rushed. They looked squirrely. It's okay. The right person won. Did you have Becky?
I did.
You jabroni. You jabroni.
Just pulled it up on my phone. I'm like, oh no.
Disregard my comments from earlier. This is helping me, if anything.
It really is.
I think they see it in Sol Ruka. I said it last week. I think you have to pull the trigger. My worry is that yours of last week. I don't want them called up just to win a title, just to go to nothing.
Yeah.
That's still very much so on the table. Like this could happen. Sol Ruka is going to do just fine. I think there's a lot of great opponents for Sol Ruka to wrestle.
Oh, I do too.
In this spot especially.
Real quick, what do you think it is? Because Sol Ruka's had a couple rough showings on the main roster. This match was what it was. Monday Night Raw, she cut a very generic, I'm going to use the word really scripted promo. But in NXT, she was loose. She was dialed in her matches. Is it nerves, do you think? Is it too laid back? Is it not taking it serious enough? Like, I know we don't actually have the answer, but I've lost a lot of intrigue and interest with Sol Ruka on the main roster.
I think it's a matchup, right? Like when you finally get the opportunity to face people who have been on the main roster, you're like looking up to your heroes, right?
Yeah.
Like you're at that point, like, oh man, like it's Becky Lynch. Like it's still Becky Lynch. Like you want to talk about a tenure in the Fed. That is one of those names. I hate to say it. I love the Soul Snatcher. I do. Probably going to have to wax that out at some point.
I don't like that it's been. I'm not concerned about the botches. It's a hard move to pull off, obviously.
But that's what I'm saying.
But like even it's been countered so many times by Becky. It's just lost its luster. So
but I agree there too. But it's just one of those things where it's like the setup to it is always so obvious.
Yeah.
And it's just like it is exciting move to watch, but like there's more chance for that to go wrong.
Yeah.
And especially in something like WWE where it's like, come on, we're not doing things like that.
Yeah.
And finally to end the night, Tribal Combat for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's right, Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns again. Scotty.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is of the fucking best.
Yes,
Roman Reigns is just an incredible pro wrestler, but so is Jacob Fatu.
Yeah. Oof, man, does he ever deserve his credit? He sold things. Both guys. I'm a big Brock Lesnar fan when he sells because it makes the other guy look that much more important. Both these guys made each other look like beasts.
Yep.
And with what Jacob Fatu did with his selling to Roman's big moves or desperation to counter Roman, I'm like, just book this guy like a beast because he fucking is, and I believe it. It was so good.
But it's the unfortunate part now, right? Like it gives shades of like heel Roman at the peak of the bloodline, which I mean I fucking love. They turned Roman Reigns around into a megastar because of that.
Yeah.
I don't like. I know you're a bloodline guy. You wear it openly and proudly. I think it's too much. I think it's too much. And I think just to go against the MFTs is kind of like the laziest WWE booking, unfortunately.
I don't think it's going to go against the MFTs. There's going to be a big twist in this story.
And what do you think that is? Like, give me something. Sell me on it because I don't see your vision that way.
I think Solo joins Roman and the Usos. I think at some point Jacob turns on Roman and his fellows and sticks with the Tongans.
Yeah, but it's still essentially the same shit, right? Like that's where I'm lost. Like even if Jacob does flip sides, I'm that world, yeah. I mean, Jey Uso, there's times where you don't smile. When everyone's looking mean and tough, putting the fingers in the air, I don't need you smiling.
See,
get the memo.
I don't agree.
Oh my
Jey Uso right now is being the cocky, arrogant prick that he is, telling Jacob what, like, I looked at that acknowledgement with Jey Uso smiling big, like a cocky prick that would be like in a mafia. He's a loose cannon. I feel like we're getting a bit of because he's butting heads with Roman, he's butting heads with his brother a little bit, and now he's like down talking to Jacob. Jacob's not going to take that for much longer.
Yeah, I mean, You saw him smiling, being a cocky asshole. I saw him smiling, looking like something else. So, I mean, I'm not thrilled personally. I do think this was a really great match. It was chaotic. It did live up to Tribal Combat, which I think is fucking ridiculous.
Agreed.
Jacob Fatu's a star. I really hope they see what we see outside of having this bloodline storyline. Like I hope there's a future where he holds the World Heavyweight Championship. I think he is the right person to take the title from Roman at some point.
I think it happens at some point next year after Mania, where Jacob
if Roman's sticking around, which it seems to be, he's going to be holding on to that belt for a while.
So we only got about 90 seconds here. Money in the Bank is usually in June or July. It's not until after SummerSlam this year. So the winner of the King of the Ring gets a shot at the whatever champion at SummerSlam. Jey Uso, I believe, is the only bloodline member in that tournament. I think. I could be wrong. But could you imagine if Jacob wins Money in the Bank while Roman's champion?
I think that's a good way to get back there. I'm not now you're cooking a little bit. Like you're getting me back on the fence of like, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Then you've got the betrayal. You got taking the title.
Mm-hmm.
It gets the title off Roman onto an up and coming rising star. But using the Money in the Bank, which has lost its luster in the last few years, or it's just gaining its luster back in the last few years, I should say. I don't mind that one bit.
Yeah, big pop. Then, I think a good moment if Jacob's the one holding the briefcase, right?
And Roman's really looking over his shoulder every time. Every entrance he makes, every time he's on Raw, he's looking over his shoulder like, just not me. Go pick another champion, but not me. And then it happens. Wham! There we go.
Yeah, I'm for that booking. I'm right behind you. I think that's really great booking.
We got 60 seconds left, Mike. I'm just going to put you on the spot because you said it on Twitter at In My House Pod. If you should be following. Did you give away a pack of trading cards? In My House Pod?
I did. You know what? I did. I think there was a great performance from our very own Slate, one of the faithful.
That's right.
Called me right out. Fits right in with the crew. Yeah, that is our take note, faithful. That's how you do it.
Yeah, you listen, you interact, you hit the share button.
Yeah, I mean,
it'll get you an exclusive pack of In My House Pro Wrestling Podcast trading cards.
I mean, at this point, I'm thinking Slate's our social media manager. Because sure as hell ain't me. And he made that very clear. Although he did say I have swag, which I love.
True.
But then just buried me one line later. So, like, well-earned pack of cards. Now, you're probably thinking, all I got to do is bury Monday Night Mike. You could try. But someone went to that well.
Yes.
Get creative. There's still packs available.
Still a couple packs available. Make sure you're hitting that share button on everywhere you see the podcast. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Hit it twice for me.
That's right. And we'll see what we can do. But pal, this is a fun one. Real fun. I'm glad we got to talk about this. I was a little worried my Clash feels like it was weeks ago, but this is a fun recap. I hope everyone liked it and loved it. And we'll be back. I think the full crew's back next week.
Commonwealth's back from vacation. All is right in the world. We're not going to be talking about anything he wants to talk about from the past 2 weeks. We're moving on. The future's here.
Stick around. You're not going to want to miss it. For Mike, I'm Scott. This is the In My House Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go wild. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. It's my house. Yowie wowie.